Hello YouTube, I'm back. I've got a new laptop, so the sound's going to be a bit better on this one. And I thought, what can I do for my new laptop? And I figured I'd do some of my favourite wrestling matches that I've seen in the past. It's going to be in no particular order, and I'm not going to do all of my favourite matches because it'd be way too long. So I'm going to do at least 6. Why not? Apologise for the lighting there, it's just making sure my head's in the right place. First match I've got on the list that I've got here is any of the Tiger Mask and Dynamite Kid matches. Amazing series of matches. They've had constant good matches, and a lot of people have said these are among their favourite matches, including people like Chris Benoit, Edge, even Bret Hart enjoys watching them. So, and Dynamite Kid is an amazing competitor. It's just a shame what happened to him, being involved in him now becoming in a wheelchair due to the fact that he does the diving headbutt too many times. And the original Tiger Mask, great showing, great series of matches. Next match on my favourite match is Bryan Danielson versus Samoa Joe during PWG The Musical 2004. The 60-minute match, amazing match. They both wrestled to a draw, but all in all, it was a great showing, great technical wrestling, great amount of performance, and a few funny moments, particularly where they start dancing is a little bit of a joke. The only thing is that there wasn't a clear winner, it was only a draw, and the fans did call for 5 more minutes, but they decided not to, because they were both spent. But it was a great match, and both guys just couldn't beat each other. It was a great match to watch, and if you could find it, watch it. The next match I put on is completely different from the last two. This one's a death match, and it's from Big Japan. It was Mr. Pogo and Mitsuhiro Matsunaga in a no-rope barbed wire fire coffin death match. This was a very, very violent match, a large use of fire, and it was utterly insane. Perfect for any kind of death match you want to watch. Very good. And well, okay, next one is Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka at ECW One Night Stand 2005. This match is hard-hitting ECW style. They beat the hell out of each other in this match. And Masato Tanaka takes some very nasty falls to the outside, like he goes through tables. He takes couple of hardest chair shots I've ever seen and just screams at him and continues. And the one bad thing I'll say about the match is a little thing that happened 2 years after One Night Stand. But what's funny is Joey Styles, when Mike Awesome did a suicide dive, Joey Styles said, "Suicide dive, and it's a shame he didn't succeed in taking his own life." And then 2 years later, Mike Awesome hanged himself. The curse of the announcer, people like to call that. Next on my list, another very good match. This one's TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17 with Edge and Christian, the Dudleys and the Hardys. Brilliant match. Some of the most amazing moments and one of the most amazing ladder matches I've seen. I don't think anybody could really top that type of match, that match at all. Full of WrestleMania moments, like for example, the spear when Jeff Hardy was hanging from the rungs of the ladder like this, and then Edge just spears him in midair. And this was back when the Hardys were good, before Matt became got a bit fat and became boring and a bit insane, and it was also before Jeff Hardy's rampant drug use. I'll probably get onto that at some other point. But besides that, great showing by all of them. And now, match number 4 of my favourite matches. Well, no, this is match number 5, sorry. This is Jushin Thunder Liger versus Owen Hart in 1991. Very, very good match. And I'm going to get a lot of heat for saying this. I'm going to get a lot of people saying this, they disagree with me, but I think Owen Hart is a much better wrestler than Bret. I'm just going to say it straight away. He's far better. This great match, and this shows Owen Hart's true skills and why, when he died, it's such a tragedy to the wrestling world when he died. And Liger, obviously, both of these guys are two legends in this sport, and it was amazing. The next one of these is a classic, and it is Mitsuharu Misawa and Kenta Kobashi in the 2003 GHC title match at Pro Wrestling Noah. This match was a very long match, very hard hitting. They basically took each other to the limit by the end of it, and this probably took years off both these men's careers. But seeing as actually it probably, a lot of the moves that he took, it probably resulted in Misawa's death of a cardiac arrest in the ring about 2 years ago, I think. I can't remember, I think it was 2009. But there was some really good spots in it. Like, for example, Misawa did a tiger suplex off the entrance ramp, and Kobashi went to the concrete really hard, and it looked like both of them really got hurt. Very enjoyable. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The fans really got into it. This might have been the most noise a Japanese wrestling crowd has ever made. That's my nan over there, so don't worry. Sorry, now, what was I going to say? Yeah, most noise that a Japanese wrestling crowd has ever made. They were really getting into it. They knew that they were seeing a classic in the making. And when it was all over, you can tell both men left it in the ring. And right after, they did something that's very rare in a lot of wrestling promotions. Mitsuharu Misawa actually shakes Kobashi's hand after he loses, which is rare, but not unwelcome. It's a show of utter respect and sportsmanship after they've, had an absolute classic of a match. And it looked like both of these guys had been through a fight, because Misawa had to be taken out of the ring. He was having a ice pack on the back of his neck. Now, last match on my list is AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe, TNA Unbreakable 2005. This might have been the first time that the X Division was put on in the main event. I don't know if that's true or not. I think it is, and I don't know if it's ever done since, seeing as now the X Division's not really worth anything at the moment. But this match was an ultimate showing of all three of these guys' talents. And it's just a shame that AJ was the only one who received the push afterwards, when all three of them are just as good. Utterly amazing. Possibly the best match TNA's ever put on, and at the rate TNA's going, they're not going to be able to top it ever. Okay, so that's my 6 favourite matches that I've just listed. There are more, and these are in no particular order, so if I've missed some that you think are very good, that I've probably not seen, let me know. I'll watch them. I'll sit and I'll probably tell you all what I think. Bye.